pre-service. We're about to go into pre-op right now. This is where we prepare and plan for the night, get ready for the whole night because we got a whole bunch of people coming through. So you're gonna see the chaos that ensues, but there's a lot of details, a lot of planning behind it. I'm gonna come back to that donut in a little bit. This thing is just absolutely nuts. I will have 3 bites of it and be done. But we're gonna go into pre-op. Check this out.
First time singing. I played it last time.
Yeah.
Look at this thing.
All right, we're gonna run through service real quick, and then Pastor Devon, call him on stage. Devon will come up. He'll kick off a little bit of his message, and then he's gonna cue our bumper video. So Roxanne and Leah, that'll be for you guys to be paying attention to. He will verbally cue.
One of the things you're gonna have to learn about Connect Church. Connect Church is sponsored by Celsius. If you ever need a pick-me-up, you need some caffeine, or you need a kick and a little pep in your step, Celsius is the way to go. My particular favorite is not kiwi guava. I like wild berry. Okay, back to the plan.
All right. This is assistant duties right here. Get your pastor a Celsius before he goes on stage.
Essentially, our church runs off of this stuff. This stuff's gas, as the young people say. Freaking gas. Did I do that right?
Yeah.
Gas? Yeah. Bro, dude. Okay, wait, hold on. Ben, come here.
Did you try that thing?
Dude, no, not yet.
Oh, you didn't open it? I was gonna say.
No, I opened it. Alright, so this is the man behind the plan right here. Rocco's Donuts. You're looking at the face of Rocco's right here. This is my boy Vinny Estrella. Make sure you add his Instagram handle.
There I am.
Rocco's Business. What's your Rocco's
at
handle?
Rocco Donut Co.
Look at what this place designs, dude. Like, look at that. If you need a spot, you're in Westboro.
Westboro, Worcester, Millbury, soon to be Burlington.
He's taking over the globe, baby. And Rocco's Donuts, sponsored by Connect Church as well. Or really, it's the opposite. So Connect Church is sponsored by Rocco's Donuts.
Hey, either way.
This is Anna Louisa. This is my assistant. This is my little sister. You've been my sister for how long now?
It's gonna be 2 years end of August.
Nah, we love Anna Louisa, right?
She's like, okay, you're sweet. I'm joking.
This girl has changed my life. She
I'm
also.
her daughter. She's her daughter. Yes, ma'am. Yes. What?
Whatever. She's a beast. Changed the game for me.
If you ever need to see Pastor Devon, DM me. Don't call me. I got a boyfriend. I'm committed.
Okay, this is Amanda Saul. Amanda essentially is the most high capacity dream teamer. We don't use volunteer here. But she's a dream teamer that essentially is staff, and she runs all of our church. Although I'm one of the pastors, this is really my boss, essentially. What's your exact title now? Because it changes all the
I
time.
am the Worship and Creative Arts Executive.
Worship and Creative Arts Executive Director. Tell me that doesn't sound boss. So Amanda's coming in here probably to rebuke me. But what do you need? What you good?
What do you need? That's
You can wear that to Miami. Yeah, that's
pretty good.
that's Miami. Yeah, this is Miami. Can you do me a favor?
That, you don't like this?
I mean, you need a T underneath
No,
that.
he literally looks
A
like
white tee?
He does look like Tanana. No, not a white tee. You need.
You need to
No,
show
he
your
needs
ankles.
that other shirt.
I feel
This
like
is
I'm
for
looking
Miami.
at.
Roll your jeans a little.
Roll up your jeans so
This
your
is
ankles are
yo.
showing.
This is for Thursday night
Why am I getting roasted right now?
because you deserve it.
Shut the camera off.
No, you know what he needs? What he needs, as soon as he walks into
You don't
a
wear
room.
that. No, it's
No,
just
listen.
see-through.
He walks into a room and all of a sudden, suave.
I'm gonna wear that shirt.
Dude, what happened to Poppy? I missed him.
I'm wearing the shirt. I just need I need an actual
Okay,
undershirt.
good.
I got options.
I
Oh,
think,
you're gonna wear the Miami shirt?
to be
I
honest,
think so. Why?
I don't think you need to wear that. I think you just
Nipple
show
out?
straight nipples.
Yeah.
Poke through one of the holes. Hey, let us know in the comments if you like Christian's shirt or not, especially if he uses it. But
My vote.
let us know. Either roast him or show him some love. But we gotta know if you like the shirt or do you not.
Thank you guys for being here tonight. You'd be anywhere else, but you decided to be here with us. And so thank you guys for being here.
The small one or the bigger one?
What do you mean small one?
So there's like a really tiny one that's about like that big, or there's like the actual
Like,
big.
I don't want the small one. I want the tall one.
It's tall, but it's like this big. Do you want to
There's
just
a
see it?
black round that's tall.
Yeah.
I want that one.
Okay, that one's really big. I don't know where that one is, so I need to look for it. But there's a smaller black one, which is why I was.
Babe, you barely use the table anyway. Let's be
I'm gonna be sitting down and teaching at several points.
Wait, you want a chair too?
Yeah.
Okay, that's important to know. Okay.
Isn't that what she said? I thought. Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Lee. Come in.
I think I got it. Do you want it just like this?
Ooh, I like that.
Because this is the way that, that's the.
We're vlogging, so you're on the vlog.
Oh,
All right, real quick. Look, so this is Leah. Leah, how do you say your last name?
hi. Looking Chucky.
This is Leah.
Looking Chucky. Looking Chucky.
I can't even attempt it. I'm gonna absolutely botch it. So Leah is over all of AVL for all of our campuses.
Yeah.
She's incredible. Throw your Instagram handle. Say your Instagram handle real quick.
Leah Luch.
And Leah's also single,
Yes.
and she's looking for a handsome man of God.
Yes, indeed.
What do you need to tell people?
What?
What do you need to tell people?
If you want to start on AVL, I'm just kidding. Never could.
I love that she's always plugging. That's a leader right there. That's a leader. So we're going over message notes for tonight. All right, go ahead.
So the video, your name will go on. I just got a new slide without the airplane mode, so
Perfect.
you can see that without any. Do you want this one also without the?
You can keep everything else.
okay.
I just don't want the intro one.
Okay. Then after this, we'll play the video. Okay, you wanna give a look on that?
Let me just read it real quick. Perfect. All right, tonight I'm speaking a message called Airplane Mode. And so it's based off this story from my son where he grabs my phone a lot and he puts my phone on airplane mode while he's playing games on it. And I go, Z, why do you do that? He goes, well, because I hate all the notifications, the texts, and the calls. This kid sounds like he's like a teenager at this point. So I hate all the texts, I hate all the calls, and all the ads. And I'm trying to play my game, and I want to stay focused, so I put it on airplane mode so I can win my game. Such a preaching illustration right there, by the way. And I'm going to be teaching on that because there needs to be a season for all of our lives, especially if you are a young person, where you shouldn't be waiting on God. You should be training in preparation for what God's going to do. That's airplane mode. And so we kind of have 4 major areas of emphasis, and I'll go through it tonight. But, emphasis on focusing on your relationship with God, personal growth, so God growth, your goals, and your goodbyes. And that's what I really want to emphasize today, is saying goodbye to some things so you can say hello to new things. It's going to be a dope night. Make sure you pay attention. Check this out. It's stuck in Sodom. What's Sodom? Sodom is a place that I've defined as, what does Sodom represent? Sodom represents a place where sin is prevalent and God is absent. And God is calling you out of some places. Listen to me, there are some spaces and there are some streets that you are called to occupy and called to influence as a believer. But there are some places, and we do not get this enough, and we do not teach this enough, and people are not equipped for this enough. There are some places you are not called to influence, you are called to get out of. Because there are some environments that are so toxic for you, so unhealthy for you, that you are not called to influence that place. You're called to get the hell out of that place. Henry Cloud says it like this in Necessary Endings. He says this. He goes, in order to say hello to a new season, you need to say goodbye to an old one. And some of us are so stuck in a previous season that you cannot move forward into the new one. And you need to cut off some things if you're going to move forward. And I just feel this in my spirit, and as I was preparing this is the one that I needed to camp on the most, and this is what brings us to our text. Is the Bible says, and Jesus says, remember Lot's wife. What happened to Lot's wife? She was instructed, do not look back. Don't go back to Sodom. Don't go back to Gomorrah. Context, you need to understand something about this place. This was Sin City. This was a place that was just vile and wicked. There was gang rape happening. There were 2 angels that were sent to the city because God literally had 2 purposes for these angels. They were multi-purpose for these angels to be sent to Sodom and Gomorrah to destroy the city because God literally deemed it, this place is so wicked, I cannot have it on this earth any longer. That's how bad this city was. You know that's bad. By the way, we have to understand something that we need to understand that God has love, but God also has wrath. And I know we like hippie Jesus, but we don't understand justice Jesus. Because it's not the geographical location that God is getting rid of. It was the sin, it was the culture, it was the belief system, it was the wickedness that's going on in this place. So God is literally saying, I have to pour out my wrath on this place. And so these angels were sent to Sodom and Gomorrah to literally highlight 2 things. to destroy the city and to rescue Lot and his family. Now, who's Lot and his family? Lot is a cousin of Abraham. And the reason Lot was rescued was simply because of Abram, not because of Lot. It was because of his prayers, not because of Lot's prayers. Yeah. And Lot was so connected and so tied to Sodom and Gomorrah, and although God was trying to take him out, Sodom was still in him, even though he was out of Sodom. All right, I'm here with Leiji.
Yes.
This is Leijiani. Leiji, what you get from the message?
That if you, what is it? Hold on. If you are not looking for your next, you're gonna go back to your ex.
That was a fire quote, wasn't
That
it?
was so good.
That was gas.
That was good.
That was good.
So don't be ratchet. That's also one.
That's what you got from the message.
That's what I got from the whole message. Don't be ratchet. And hey.
I think it's life forever.
All right, what did you get from the message?
4 emphasis. One of them is God. Put God first in everything that you do in life, and you'll gain everything in life that you do. So put God first, you'll gain everything out of this world.
God, do you know the other ones? God,
dude. I have my notes. I'll pull it up.
let's go upstairs and we'll end the night, and I'll just do a little recap. Perfect. All right, we are wrapping up 508 night. This is the, what month is this right now? We're in June 2nd. So that's service number 2 out of 4 this year. I thought it was an incredible night.
It was fantastic.
I thought worship was crazy.
Super high energy.
We had over 50 plus first time guests.
Amazing.
It's just always been amazing. We've been doing this for, how long now? We've been doing this for like 9-10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it just has gotten better and better, more and more fun. We've had some crazy moments over the past few years.
We really have.
What's it been like for you being the pastor of this community, or a pastor to this community as well? Because you do a lot of pastoring behind the scenes that people don't know about.
Yeah, I do more one-on-one, like mentoring and investing in people more, I guess, like removed from being in services. Like I'm not as involved with 508 services or leading teams like I used to be. But it's really cool being, I think, on the other side of it, coming to a service and experiencing it. Like, I didn't know half of the leaders that we had here tonight.
To be honest, I didn't know half of these either.
Like, I was like, who is that person? Wait, who is that person? I've never seen that person. And that was it's very
Probably it's a lot younger than you used to be.
It is. It just makes me feel like I'm really aging out of it. But it's really cool to get to see how it's developing and growing without us being so involved in the...
We're really hands over, not hands
Yes,
on.
exactly. And that's awesome. It's such a cool experience.
That's how God designed it, succession.
Yeah. And to be here and then just get to like stand back and enjoy the service, participate in the service, worshiping, receiving. Yeah, just talking about how we have to like sacrifice the things that we need to sacrifice in order to focus on what we need to focus on, turning off distractions, eliminating distractions to focus on God's plan and purpose for our lives.
And we use who as a biblical character.
We talked about the story of Lot and his wife and how she just kept going back to the past instead of focusing on the future.
She eventually, sorry, go ahead. Sorry, let me pick up.
I was just going to say how it destroyed her life.
Yeah, she eventually got stuck in Sodom and she lost her life as a result of looking back. And so kind of the concept is until you're ready to say goodbye to an old season, you won't be able to walk into a new one. Mm-hmm. So highly would recommend you watching that video. It's on YouTube now, so go back on Connect Church YouTube channel. The sermon will be called Airplane Mode. Mm-hmm. I don't know how long I preached, maybe 45 minutes, 42 minutes, but it's well worth the investment of time. Trust me, you want to get some notes for that.
I think you get so sucked into the content of the message that it did not feel that long at all.
Hopefully that's the case. Mm-hmm. Some people say I'm a little long-winded, but
no,
I
didn't feel like it at all. I felt like it was, once I was locked in, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like...
It was kind of a message that's more like less wisdom and more warning. And I think every once in a while you need a message like that that's kind of like, hey, we are supposed to learn from what not to do from this person, not just learn what to do from other people.
But you did a great job of also adding some practicality to it too.
Yeah, always trying to add
Here are some things that you can do to help make sure that you're eliminating distractions and some sacrifices you need to make and focuses that you need to implement, things like that.
So 4 major areas of emphasis, and we're calling it for this video. You gotta focus on God, focus on growth, focus on some goals, and focus on those goodbyes. And I think it's so important that the best investment you can make is the investment you make in yourself. Appreciate you watching this video. Hopefully we're gonna be able to do some more of this stuff, and maybe even Natalia and I can do a little vlog of our life, our family. You down for that?
Yeah.
You are.
I mean, I'm open to it.
I didn't think she was going to be down for that. But hey, interested in coming to church, we have 3 campuses. Ashland has 2 services. Framingham has 2 services coming up in the fall. We're excited for that. TC out in Bellingham, that's the one that both Natalia and I lead, but really she's the one that leads it. She got strong shoulders. This girl's an incredible leader.
I got a great team.
We do have a great team over there. But we'd love to see you in church upcoming weekend, every single Sunday. We'd love to see you there in a small group. Hey, if you're interested in my coaching program, I did talk about this in my message this past week. A coach turns good into great. If you're interested in that, I would love to have a conversation with you. Thanks so much for tuning in. We love you guys. Peace.